Am I in trouble? Like, I'm so lost right now. I'm
on oxygen all night long.
Okay.
No, I have a lawyer and retainer in that regard.
Please, I've never been in trouble in my life.
From classrooms to courtrooms, these weren't just teachers. They were the very people trusted to shape young minds. But behind their calm smiles hid secrets that no lesson could ever justify. What happens when the ones meant to protect turn into the ones causing harm? Why do so many choose to cross the line they once taught others to respect? This is what happens when cops face evil teachers.
Your bad practice is not my problem.
What made you so mad? What made you so mad? I don't want to. Please don't do this to me.
So if this is your wake-up call, that's a good thing.
Moving on to our first case, but before that, make sure you're subscribed to Bodycam Reveal. The 30-year-old Christina Formela, a special education teacher and soccer coach at Downers Grove South High School, was arrested on March 16, 2025, for actions she knowingly chose, failing to uphold her responsibilities as an educator and crossing every professional and ethical boundary.
But you have to bring me there, though, okay?
I'm feeling I'm gonna throw up.
At first, it appeared to be a routine license check. However, things took a strange turn when the officer, after carefully scanning the documents, informed Christina she would have to accompany him to the police station.
Christina? Okay, Christina, do me a favor. Just step out of the car for me. I know you're confused. I'll explain everything to you. You don't have anything on you? You can just grab whatever you need.
Whatever I need.
Yeah, whatever you need. Like your phone, your purse, your card, and grab it.
Is she going somewhere? Or?
Yeah, we're going to explain everything to you guys. Go ahead and grab it out. We're not going anywhere right now. So I have to put you in handcuffs and bring you to the police department. Just a Downers Grove. Yes.
Without mentioning a word to her husband. On the surface, she remained calm, her expression steady. But inside, she was wrestling with the weight of countless mistakes from her past, each one clawing back to the surface.
Department. Just a Downers Grove.
Handcuffs?
Yes, unfortunately, yes.
I'm like willing to go with you.
I get it, yeah. Unfortunately, we have to do it that way. So do me a favor, we just take this off.
Can I ask you
Of course, yeah. It's not, like I said, it's not my investigation. Obviously, we're here for a reason. So go ahead and turn around for me. So right now you're being detained, and there is a detective that needs to talk to you at the police department.
After all the fuss, she whispered that she was scared. But scared of what? What holy vows had she broken? What hidden deeds was she carrying like a burden on her soul? The questions only grew heavier as the cold steel of handcuffs locked around her wrists. The officers did not explain. Their silence was more haunting than any accusation.
So we'll let your husband know. No, he can just come to the police department as well if he wants to wait for you there.
I'm like...
I get it, you have a lot of questions.
So scared.
Yeah, everything's okay. We just need to talk to you at the police department, that's all. Nothing else on...
And then, at last, her tears spilled, breaking through the walls she had built. Tears that seemed less about fear of the unknown and more about the terrible certainty of what she already knew she had done.
Hey, can you get like a bag just in case she gets nauseous? Yeah. I don't know, do we have any of those emesis bags like laying around? Alright, sure you don't want a tissue or something?
I'm feeling I'm gonna throw up.
You want a bag?
Yes, please.
Alright.
The officer did what any reasonable, humane person would do. He handed her a few small items, something to hold on to, something to soften the weight pressing down on her chest. But nothing could quiet the sorrow that consumed her. Moments later, the reason behind her arrest emerged with chilling clarity. She was being charged with allegedly having an affair with a 15-year-old student, after the teenager's parents stumbled upon a trail of unsettling messages. With that being said, let's move on to our second encounter, way more shocking than this one. On June 26, 2024, officers arrived at the Jackson home of Allison Niedrach, a 43-year-old former special education teacher. At first glance, it looked like a routine call, Just a knock on the door, nothing out of the ordinary. But the moment the police produced a warrant, the situation shifted sharply.
I don't feel comfortable talking about my attorney present. I don't have a phone. It got destroyed, actually. I lost it today and got run over.
Is there anything on you that you want to leave with your family?
No, my glasses come with me. Do I have medication that I need to bring with me?
What unfolded next was far from routine and far more unsettling than anyone could have imagined. When police came knocking with a warrant, Allison greeted them with not answers, but excuses. Her nervous demeanor became clear the moment they asked her about her phone.
Okay. Just have them bring the medicine.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta put you on their cuff, so.
Okay.
All right?
My joints are very fragile.
I'm not gonna hurt you in any shape or form.
She insisted that it had been destroyed, but instead of staying on topic, she repeatedly drifted into endless talk about pills, prescriptions, and her failing health.
Right? Still good?
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Okay?
Okay.
Give me a second.
On her insistence, the police told her to get an attorney because the things she had done might lead her to some serious consequences. As her husband scrambled to reach an attorney and her mother tried to distract the officers with small talk, a troubling question began to surface. Was this just instinctive family loyalty, or did they all know exactly what Allison had done?
Sorry. And then...
How much is this?
I need the red paper that's taped to the cabinet that has my attorney's name and Pastor name, please.
And see what happens. We don't make the decision. Yeah. Okay.
Allison was placed in handcuffs and led toward the waiting police car. Despite the weight of the moment, she managed to thank the officers for not frightening the children. In that small gesture, she held on to a measure of dignity.
They home?
They're in the basement. I'm trying to go to sleep. Okay. I just went in the bed there. Just got back from dinner.
Shielding herself from complete exposure in front of everyone watching. No doubt, she was so good at hiding stuff. Acting so calm in this troubled situation was an art. What do you guys think? Is she as innocent and kind as she seems? The officers handled her carefully, making every effort to avoid causing harm and ensuring that any existing injuries were taken into account. In the end, however, Allison was formally taken into custody, facing charges of first-degree aggravated sexual assault and second-degree endangering the welfare of a child. That brings us to our third encounter. But before that, make sure you're subscribed to Bodycam Reveal. On April 18, 2024, police knocked on the door of 5th grade Evergreen Elementary School teacher Jordan Roy Henderson. A foster parent, pastor, and father, he seemed deeply trusted, but the allegations waiting for him were dark enough to shake an entire community.
So there's been some allegations against you, so I need you to step outside so we can chat.
From the very start, the atmosphere was tense, heat rising as officers reached their destination for an arrest. Each knock on the door only added to the pressure. When Jordan appeared, he played the part of a cooperative man, but the officers knew better. Within minutes, he was taken from his home and guided toward the patrol car.
After you.
We'll come up after he talks. We'll come up after he talks. Okay.
Another road. You're not wrong. I'm gonna just pat any car down real quick.
Just grab my bag, sorry. All good. Have a seat, please. Thank you.
As officers began explaining the standard rules of the investigation, Jordan abruptly cut in, insisting he had a lawyer on call and wanted him contacted immediately.
No. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in a court of law. You have the right at this time to talk to a lawyer and have him present with you while you're being questioned.
If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before questioning if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights, not answer any questions, or make any statements. Do you understand each of these rights as I have explained them to you?
Yes, I do.
And having these rights in mind, do you wish to talk to us now?
No, I have a lawyer and retainer in that regard. And I would like to contact him.
Okay. You have a...
It almost seemed as if, in the back of his mind, he had been preparing for this very moment all along. Jordan Roy Henderson was arrested on charges of sexual misconduct involving young girls in his class. He has pleaded not guilty to 12 counts of child molestation, initially released on a $100,000 bond. Henderson was later rearrested for violating parole. Let's move on to our fourth footage. On April 18, 2025, a task force from the Licking County Sheriff's Office arrived at a property in Johnstown, Ohio. Their mission: to arrest 36-year-old Gary Thomas Keesee Jr., better known in the community as Tom. Once regarded as a respected figure and former leader of Faith Life Church, his reputation painted him as a man of faith and influence.
Come to the door! Come here! Come here! We just got out of the shower. Come here!
Have 2 F1 warrants for rape against you.
Yet, behind the clean image he projected, something far more disturbing was waiting to be uncovered. The knock wasn't gentle. It was the pounding of a task force at full strength. Armed officers crowded the doorway, voices echoing as they shouted his name again and again.
Announce yourself! Sheriff's office, come to the door! Come here! Come here! We just got out of the shower. Here! Hey, I got hands!
When he finally stepped out, shock froze him in place, barefoot, dazed, as if he'd forgotten everything in that instant. That's when officers informed him of the 2 warrants against him. After confirming that his family had contacted an attorney,
you got any guns on you, anything like that?
Anything on me, no. Tom, is there anybody else in the house? No one?
All right, he's good.
Where's your phone at? It's in your pocket. Okay. All right, Tom, you can come with me.
Okay.
We got a marked car.
Rolling up now.
Should I get shoes maybe or something? You got flip-flops? You got flip-flops or something?
Yeah.
he finally cooperated and was taken to the station. Yet, the arrest left a storm of questions hanging in the air. How could a man who once held one of the highest positions in the church be capable of such acts?
Yeah.
Where would flip-flops or something be for you? Or just some shoes?
Over there in that room over there.
All right. We're going back
Okay.
to our office.
Just have a seat in there. Just It's a tight squeeze, so, and then we'll snag your shoes. I'll buckle you in here in a second. If you gotta sit sideways, you can. I know those cuffs hurt.
Was this truly the first time, or had he perfected his crimes over the years, hidden behind the mask of faith? The officers did their best to keep the situation calm, but Tom's quiet smirk shifted the tone of the case entirely. He refused to say a word without his attorney present, holding firm in silence. Yet somewhere inside, he seemed to know that this strategy might not play out in his favor.
Yeah,
I might need my phone to call my attorney unless they already called him.
we'll let Jade figure that stuff out with you, okay?
Tell me where to go, sir.
We'll go through these doors here. And then I'll open that second one there for you.
My pockets, sir. I was getting out of the
Bunny
shower.
rabbits, that's what we...
Tom began justifying unrelated matters, speaking about his sister's abuse at the hands of her husband and the consequences she endured. He insisted the officers had turned his situation into a public spectacle, wounding his pride. Rather than showing guilt, his focus remained fixed on how the police had handled the circumstances.
Well, I think someone made contact with you, but you're saying you'll talk to me with your attorney. That's what you're saying.
I mean, I could talk to you about some other things. I'd like to know if you and I talked on the phone, and I said I'd come in and talk to you.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
You know what I want to talk about, right?
Yeah.
Right. Are you comfortable talking to me about that in another room?
I mean, it's not smart for me to do, but I'm confident this is ridiculous. You know what I mean? If we want to wait for him to get here.
If you're more comfortable that way, listen, I just want to make sure you understand what's happening. Obviously, I haven't.
Well, so you're saying this morning was there like a meeting or something? I know you said you had like a meeting.
Well, it just all came to a head this morning.
Or I can put him on speakerphone or something like that.
I know, you need to be there.
Okay.
Right?
I don't know how it works.
Unless we're doing FaceTime or something with him. Yeah, I'd much rather him be here.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah. Well, if someone can find out where he's at, or
yeah, I'll make some phone calls.
Okay.
All right?
In the end, he was charged with 11 counts of gross sexual imposition and 5 counts of unlawful sexual conduct, with bond set at $2 million. Before moving on to our 5th case of another evil teacher, make sure you're subscribed to Bodycam Reveal. On April 3rd, 2024, police executed a warrant against 34-year-old Allie Bardfield, a substitute teacher at Decatur Public Schools in South Chicago. She appeared stunned, scrambling to deny every accusation thrown her way. What she didn't realize, however, was that the truth was already written across her face.
So here's the thing. We have a search warrant for the house. We've got a significant amount of evidence to include the conversation that you had with.
Her secret had been exposed, and the crime against a child could no longer be hidden. The knock wasn't ordinary. It carried the weight of suspicion. When Allie opened the door, she played the part of the confused homeowner, unsure why officers had come. But as soon as the search warrant was read, her mask cracked.
I'm going to explain some things. Yeah. Okay. First off, I have to read your rights, okay, so that I can talk to you, okay? You do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say or do will be used against you in court. You have the right to an attorney, and if you can't afford one will be appointed to represent you free of any cost to you. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever been in trouble before?
Never.
Okay. I'm going to give you an opportunity to explain, but long story short is, okay, we've got a
Panic flashing across her face. Still, she clung to her act of innocence, denying she had ever crossed the line into the unthinkable crime of assaulting a child. She appeared visibly anxious, already sensing her actions had come to light. The confidence she once carried faded as she realized her plan had unraveled.
Are you taking my kids?
She'll be able to talk to. No, I'll talk to you about that. So that lady is.
Oh my God.
No, but listen.
Make a nice time. Show us secure out here.
You know, how you raise your kids and what goes on.
Oh my God, I'm fighting for my life.
And she was led to the patrol car. At first, she denied every accusation of exploiting a teenage boy, even attempting to shift blame onto an 11-year-old child. In the end, she was charged with predatory criminal sexual assault and grooming, fined $25,000, and sentenced to 40 years in prison. And here we are to the midway of this video, another case of an evil teacher from Oklahoma. On September 7th, police received a call from an elementary school in Oklahoma. At the center of suspicion was Jennifer Davis, a trusted teacher whose behavior had caught someone's attention. Officers arrived expecting answers, but what they uncovered inside the school was darker and more disturbing than anyone could have imagined.
But I'm under the legal limit, right? Is there anybody that can come out there and get me?
When the officer arrived, they confronted Miss Jennifer Davis. She immediately pushed back, insisting she was being falsely accused of drinking on campus. She demanded, portraying herself as the target of fabrication.
End of the week. So what's going on today?
They said they had reports where I was drinking at school, which has never happened.
When was the last time you had anything to drink?
Last night.
Yeah. About what time did you quit drinking?
To secure evidence, officers conducted a sobriety test on Jennifer Davis. She failed, clearly and unmistakably, giving investigators the proof they needed to push the case forward.
say you wear glasses.
Yes.
Any traumatic brain injuries?
No.
Growing up or anything like
No.
that? Okay. 'Cause sometimes that can affect what I'm
No,
gonna be
I can't see without my glasses. That's all I was saying.
Okay, all right. Can you see that right there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I want you to follow this right with your eyes and your eyes only. Don't move your head. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just track on that.
With little choice left, officers administered a breathalyzer test. The results confirmed what they feared. She was intoxicated, well over the legal limit. It raised a chilling question. How could someone in such a state be allowed inside a school, entrusted with children's safety?
Keep going, keep going, keep going. Good. Good.
I don't even know what that
0.06.
is. That
You are just under the legal limit. So if you were to be out driving right now.
As one officer stepped aside to speak with the school authorities, the officer suggested calling someone to pick her up, but the administrators reacted differently. Their sudden distance left one unsettling thought lingering. What were they hiding?
That's the right thing to do, but it's also the thing that will draw scrutiny and criticism from everybody in the community.
Because she's allowed to go home with someone else and not be arrested.
Yeah, I think the thing we'll have to do there, just to speak the school language here for a second with you, is just she's not going to come back.
Right.
She's going to give me a letter if we're going to do it that way. So.
But here's the real question. Was she guilty or a victim of error? As the officer laid out the reason for her arrest, Jennifer pushed back, her voice rising in denial. She demanded to know who had turned her in, swearing she hadn't touched a drop. Yet the truth told a different story.
my keys are beside my purse.
Jennifer, what's your phone number?
What is happening?
Okay, Jennifer, I'm going to be honest with you. This is a portable breathalyzer machine. It reads a little lower than what the actual intoxilyzer, which we utilize at the police department, reads lower. This came up a 0.066.
I have not had any, that's what I'm saying. I haven't had anything today.
Okay, well, again, and I don't know your drinking habits. Okay, I kind of explained that to you before I put you on the machine. Okay, if somebody...
The moment the officer told her it was public intoxication, Jennifer's face collapsed with disappointment. Her voice shook as she pleaded not to be handcuffed through the hallway. After all, her son was a student there.
Certification as well. That'll be up to them. Get her driver's license. Did somebody report her purse for us?
Can I?
You got it right here.
Can I not be handcuffed out, please? I'm not gonna run on you.
Oh, I know that.
It's
But it
just
is, the system, the police department operates under policies and procedures, and I can't treat you any more different than anybody else, or we're setting ourselves up for life.
That's fine. But it's
Now,
just,
I'm not gonna run you down the hallways and page you through.
my child is in the 3rd grade hall.
Where's the classroom window at? It doesn't face out to this parking lot right here?
I don't
know.
know.
Okay, we'll be okay.
But was it just shame she feared? Or was something far more troubling buried beneath her desperation? During the search, officers found medication hinting at a mental condition. Jennifer demanded they call her sister, but the sister's uneasy tone suggested she knew more than she let on.
This morning, I take it, it's prescribed.
Is that for anxiety?
Yes.
Clear.
It's so messy, but on the side is where my license. You will be picking Macy up today? Okay, well they're taking me to jail.
Sam
so
082 121 670.
somebody called in and said, I don't know all. No. Yeah.
When her sister refused to step in, Jennifer's expression said it all: fear, betrayal, and something she wasn't admitting. Why had her family turned their backs? Why were school officials so eager to force her resignation? The air was thick with questions, yet the answers remained just out of reach. The school authorities told her she might face unfavorable consequences, as it was part of the policy in the future.
It's been drafted for you if you prefer to write one. That's fine. Get you to sign it, just put today's date on it. If you agree. 7.
Okay.
Soon after, she was led to the patrol car and charged with public intoxication. But the question still lingers: was this justice, or was there more beneath the surface? Please share your thoughts in the comments section. Before moving on to our 7th encounter, ensure you're subscribed to Bodycam Reveal. On July 11th, 2024, officers received what seemed like a routine call. Yet, it carried secrets buried deep beneath the surface. A man reported his ex, former Ohio teacher Hannah Freeman, was following him everywhere he went, shadowing every step he took. But was this just an obsession, or the beginning of something far more dangerous?
Yeah, my ex-girlfriend continues to stalk me, and
Your bad practice is not my problem.
911 received a strange call from a distressed citizen, reporting that his own girlfriend had been following him everywhere without his consent for nearly a month. While officers began gathering evidence to support the complaint, they noticed a familiar vehicle. It belonged to Hannah Freeman. When confronted, Hannah denied every allegation of stalking or harassment and acting weirdly on further questions.
Hannah Freeman, are you supposed to be up here? You are? Were you in his vehicle earlier? No?
Well, we went to get dinner together.
You guys, where'd you guys go get dinner at? King's?
King's, yeah.
Raising Cane's? Which one? North Olmsted? Okay. Well, we got a complaint from him that you were in his vehicle tonight and you're harassed.
Officers soon learned the truth. Hannah wasn't just a stalker, she was his ex. She had followed him for weeks, stolen personal belongings, and even used old passwords to slip into his accounts. What seemed like harassment was now a dangerous breach of trust and privacy.
I don't know what to tell you.
Okay, did you take some items from him last night?
To stop the endless chase, officers finally placed Hannah under arrest. The moment the cuffs clicked, her confidence cracked. Realizing the consequences ahead, she demanded to call her parents. Her voice sharp, as if something precious had just spoiled.
Ma'am, what's your name?
Hannah Freeman.
All right, Miss Freeman. Just so you know, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court. You have the right to consult an attorney and have an attorney present during any questioning. If you cannot afford an attorney, one can be provided to you before questioning at no cost. Do you understand these rights?
Yes, can I call my attorney?
Once we get back. I don't have any questions for you. Step back over here to my car.
Can I please call my parents?
Just step over here to my car.
At first, Hannah thought she could slip away easily, but the charges stacked against her were stalking, burglary, 2 counts of aggravated theft, identity fraud, and theft of drugs from her ex's medication. In court, she stood and claimed guilt, though her face showed none. Cold and detached, she looked as if she didn't care at all. The judge, sensing more than she revealed, handed down the sentence: 7 days in county jail, followed by 90 days of probation, house arrest with a GPS tracker, and mandatory mental health counseling. With that being said, let's move on to our 8th encounter. On August 17, 2023, officers received a call that was anything but ordinary. A 3rd grade teacher, suspected of intoxication inside a reputed school, had drawn sudden attention. The incident raised troubling questions, and as the investigation unfolded, each revelation led to a deeper mystery. What could drive a trusted teacher down such a path? A school reported a new teacher acting oddly with shaky words, the shifting stories about her medication. Pressed for answers, she admitted she had been drinking the night before.
Well, I took one last night and then I took one this morning because my anxiety was really like bad.
I should charge you with tampering with evidence.
And had taken her anti-anxiety pills that morning. But when asked for proof, no prescription backed her claim. That gap in her story made the case all the more intriguing.
Seems like you're not the same person that I talked to this morning.
I did take some medication last night to help me with sleep because I have some anxiety stuff, but that's I can't think of anything right now, but I could look it up when I get home.
So you haven't taken anything while you were at school?
No.
Now, one thing I would tell you is, for your employment, I want you to be truthful.
Okay.
And so, would you be willing to take a breathalyzer test?
As the investigation moved forward, officers gave her a breathalyzer test, twice the legal limit. How could a functional alcoholic slip into such a responsible job?
Decision. It's my decision. So let's see what happens.
All right.
All right, so you're gonna blow. Oh, good job. You drank last night.
Well, I did drink last night.
Did you drink at school? Is what he's asking you. Tell us the truth.
I didn't drink at school.
That wouldn't blow that right there.
You blew 2 times the legal limit.
Step by step, she denied drinking, yet the test erased all doubt. Her endless excuses only made the truth clearer. She failed the sobriety test, and the DUI charge hit her like a wall. Tears broke through, her eyes pleading for mercy. When officers offered her a chance to call someone, her silence only raised more questions. Who was she hiding from? She broke down when told the education board would decide her fate.
So who do you go home to? Your husband? So why can't we call your husband?
I don't want you to have to call him.
Well, he's either going to come here and pick you, or he's going to take you to the police station.
Well, I don't want that to happen either.
Well, then you got to figure this out. We're not going to do this run around. Either you make the decision or I'll make it for you and you'll be walked out of here in handcuffs.
Okay, I don't want.
Okay, then we need to call someone. I'm not trying to be a jerk.
The consequence is likely severe. All she wanted was a second chance, but no one believed her. Her story kept shifting, and every change made her look less like a victim and more like a liar.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to waste your time or anything like that. I'm sorry.
I just want someone to come pick you up so I don't have to humiliate you by walking you out. Do you have anyone else you can call?
You have a friend that can come pick you up?
I don't know.
When asked about her phone, she insisted on retrieving it herself. Staff made 2 trips to her room searching, while she stalled as if hiding something. At first, it seemed like hesitation, but when the school management finally uncovered the truth, what they found was nothing short of shocking. She did what only a guilty person would do. She tried to erase the evidence, but it was too late. The truth was already exposed.
Can I go get it?
You can't, no.
Huh?
You can't, no.
I will let me see if I can get it.
Please, just let me. Can we?
Hey, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. You had your chance to be honest,
Well,
and
I did.
And then you wipe this out.
But please let me call.
I should charge you with tampering with evidence.
Please let me.
No, it is over. No more. I'm done.
Officer, please.
No.
I've never done anything bad in my whole life.
And now she would have to face the fallout of her deeds. The real question was, what else had she been hiding all along? As expected, she lied again just to stretch everyone's patience. The officers had heard enough. This time, one of them decided to take matters into his own hands, something that had become unavoidable. As the officer reached for the cuffs, she pushed back, insisting she could fix everything, but every move only created more chaos.
Please. Please. I'm gonna
cuff you up front. If you're gonna keep running your mouth, you're gonna get cuffed behind you.
Wait, can I just talk to you for a second? Please. Please don't.
Put your hands behind your back.
No, I don't want to.
Do you want to go to jail? With
No.
Multiple charges?
No.
Put your hands behind your back.
Please don't do this. Please, I just want to talk to you. Can you just talk to me?
Put your hands behind your back.
At last, she was led to the patrol car, her resistance finally over. The charge was clear: public intoxication. Yet, as she sat in the back, tears tracing her face, one couldn't help but wonder, was she only a criminal or a broken woman lost in her struggles? Did she need punishment or did she need help? That brings us to our last encounter. A 42-year-old teacher involved in something you wouldn't imagine in your worst nightmare. However, before that, make sure you're subscribed to Bodycam Reveal. On the 16th of October, 2024, officers received a call from the school about Kayla Fasco, a 42-year-old woman who was reported for her bizarre behavior. Later, drugs were found in her drawer. But what had truly driven her to act so strangely that day? Were those substances really hers, or could someone have planted them? And most haunting of all, how long had the warning signs been overlooked before it came to this? She had left some belongings at school, and while officers searched through her things, they hoped to uncover a clue that might link her to drug use.
Crap. For sake. I'm gonna get the superintendent.
My point being, someone grabbed the stuff, put it in this box.
But was she truly hiding something? Or were these just ordinary items left behind? Could her belongings reveal the truth she refused to speak? As they searched through the box, officers discovered her purse. Inside was a powdery substance suspected to be drugs. But even more shocking was what else they uncovered. Evidence that seemed to confirm she was trapped in addiction. Yet a troubling question arose. Did these things truly belong to Miss Fasco? Or was the administration fabricating evidence against her?
Crap. For sake. I'm gonna get the superintendent.
Vicky King.
You know who that is?
Yup.
Oh, I will, but we're okay. Not here anymore.
When the powder was tested, it proved to be a strong narcotic, shocking everyone. But could Miss Fasco really have been using it? Or was she a victim of planted evidence? Was her name being stained by the substance more than her own actions? When the officer revealed what was found, Miss Fasco's face froze in shock and despair. Words struck her like a blow. Yet, instead of snapping handcuffs on her wrists, the officer paused, explaining that protocol required a court summons.
So again, when I weighed it, for evidence purposes, it was 0.3 grams with the bag. Not a lot. However, it still is cocaine. Tested positive, using what we have to use to test it. So what I'd like to do today is to not put you in handcuffs, right? Like to have a decent conversation. I can do what's called a summons on complaint. What that means is you're gonna get a day in court. You can talk about it with the judge, right? That's what I would prefer to happen right now. So we can sit down, like, how long have you been doing it? Obviously it's not okay to be on school property, right?
The moment left the room heavy with tension, as if the worst was yet to come. Her ex-husband, present during the police search, stood in visible shock, the sorrow on his face barely concealed. Yet, who could change the destiny his former wife had allegedly chosen? Drugs in a school drawer. Could anything be more dangerous? Even in addiction, how could she risk her own students' safety? Perhaps by sheer fate, she was spared arrest, saved by only an inch.
You'd be going away for a very long time. That was not the case. Where we found it was at least in a drawer. So, do you know what bag I'm talking about? The little black one I'm talking about? Yeah. Okay. I got it. I gotta take some stuff out of my back seat real quick. So the second or subsequent in Wisconsin is a felony. So for a
She gathered her belongings, closing this chapter with a second chance at avoiding immediate arrest. Yet the reprieve was short-lived. She now faced a charge of cocaine possession and paraphernalia, while her teaching license fell under investigation. When cops face evil teachers, the truth hidden behind school walls finally comes to light. If this case left you speechless, like, share, and comment your thoughts, and be sure to subscribe to Bodycam Reveal for more real stories caught on camera.